I think you did an amazing job on this week's blog post. You did a great job analyzing and answering the questions. So I'm just kind of going to go over overview of what I thought. Um, so you talked about how the focus is on the whole child, and you want to help children create a meaning for themselves, which I agreed with. And you kind of talked about how teachers need to design an environment in which both the teachers and the students grow, which I think is important in including that the teachers can grow because not only are students learning, but teachers are learning, and you need to be able to, create an environment in which both of those can occur. Um, you also have to engage that environment in order for the students to initiate that knowledge and growth. And this kind of mindset or ideology is all about the growth of students over, developmentally, intellectually, and socially. So you need to have that environment that incorporates growth. You kind of talked about the roles of our teachers. So you need to be able to observe students to make decisions on how, their learning styles, how they grow, those types of things, kind of like a diagnostician, so that you're then able to provide an environment that works, and then you need to then facilitate the learning. Um, you talked about how teachers frequently give small individualized attention, um, which is, I think, tricky if you have a classroom of 25 students. In a general education class, you have that many students, and I find it kind of hard to be able to give that small individualized attention to all of those students and be readily available to help those students at all times. Whereas in our situation, we're both special education teachers. We're kind of more available with the lower number of students. Although our students do need a little bit more help and attention, we're able to give that. Um, yeah, so in the learner-centered classroom, students are more engaged and they're actively participating, which I think is cool. You kind of talked about it is effective, but it's not relevant, and I kind of agree with you. Going back, growing up, we didn't really see this. We still don't really see this today. Um, you know, it's a greater need for to prepare students for society. Um, it's not as feasible. It does depend on age and grade level. I know they said that, they're seen at all age levels, but, I've only seen Montessori schools or those kinds of things with the little kids. So it is, um, I think it would be effective, but, it's not as relevant. We don't see it as much. Um, and then you kind of talked about how it's not meeting the educational and state standards. They don't give grades. They just give that long feedback and on how the children is growing. So, I don't think parents would kind of like that, um, not seeing where they are in relation to, because they don't take standardized tests either. So, not seeing how their children is growing related to, the percentages of other students or something like that. So, I think it is important that we focus on the children or on the student, but I agree with you that it's not as relevant and it is harder to implement in schools because it is less known and it would be a huge change. So you did a great job and I hope that makes sense. Have a great day.